Rain hammered the streets of Chicago like the sky was trying to wash the city away. Jake Morrison tightened his grip on the steering wheel of his old delivery van. The clock on the dashboard blinked 11:47 p.m. One more delivery, just one. His phone buzzed. Final package, double pay if delivered before midnight. Jake looked at the address and frowned. Blackwood Manor. Everyone in Chicago knew the place. The mansion sat abandoned on the edge of the city for over 30 years. People said the owner disappeared overnight. Some claimed they heard screams coming from inside during storms. Jake laughed nervously. "Ghost stories don't pay my rent," he muttered.
The deeper he drove, the emptier the roads became. Streetlights flickered. The rain grew heavier. Finally, through the fog, Jake saw it. Blackwood Manor stood on a hill like a giant shadow watching him. Broken windows, rusted gates, dead trees twisting in the wind. Lightning flashed across the sky. For a second, Jake thought he saw someone standing in an upstairs window. Then the figure vanished. Jake grabbed the package from the passenger seat. It was strangely cold. No sender name, no return address. Just one sentence written in black ink. Do not open. He walked toward the mansion. The front gate creaked open by itself. Jake stopped. Okay, that's not creepy at all. He climbed the stone steps and knocked on the giant wooden door. Nothing. Then suddenly, the door slowly opened. An old woman stood inside wearing a dark black dress. Her pale eyes stared directly at him. "You're late," she said softly. Jake forced a smile. "Traffic." The woman didn't smile back. "Bring the package inside." Jake stepped into the mansion. The air smelled old, like dust and forgotten memories. Portraits lined the walls. Every face seemed to follow him. Thunder exploded outside. The woman led him through a long hallway lit only by candles. "You live here alone?" Jake asked. "Yes," she replied. "That's a big house for one person." It wasn't always empty. Jake swallowed nervously. They stopped in front of a red door at the end of the hallway. The woman pointed. "Leave it there." Jake quickly placed the package on the floor. There, delivery complete. But before he could leave, the lights went out. Complete darkness. Jake's heartbeat exploded in his chest. "Hello?" No answer. Then footsteps echoed from upstairs. Slow, heavy, terrifying. Jake pulled out his phone flashlight. The hallway was empty. The old woman was gone. "Lady?" Another sound echoed through the mansion. A child laughing. Jake's blood turned cold. "Not funny," he whispered. The laughter stopped instantly. Then his flashlight moved toward the portraits on the wall. Jake froze. The faces in the paintings had changed. Now every portrait was staring directly at him, smiling. A loud bang came from behind the red door. Jake jumped back. Another bang, then scratching. Something was inside. Jake turned and ran toward the front entrance, but the hallway was different now. Longer, darker, impossible. The mansion had changed. Doors appeared where there were none before. Whispers filled the walls. Jake. He stopped breathing. Someone knew his name. Jake. The voice sounded like his mother. But that was impossible. His mother died 5 years ago. Tears filled his eyes. "Mom?" The whisper came again. "Help me." Jake slowly followed the voice through the hallway. At the end stood a small white door. The crying grew louder. His hand trembled as he reached for the knob.
Then a voice behind him screamed, "Don't open it!" Jake spun around. The old woman stood at the end of the hallway holding a candle. Her expression was terrified. "What is happening here?" Jake shouted. The woman stepped closer. That package, it should never have arrived. Another violent bang shook the red door downstairs. The entire mansion trembled. Jake stared at her. What's inside it? The woman's eyes filled with fear. "My son." Lightning flashed across the sky. "He died 30 years ago," she whispered. "But every storm, he tries to come back." The scratching behind the red door became louder. Then came a deep voice. "Mother." Jake backed away slowly. "You're insane."
The woman grabbed his arm. "You opened the path by bringing the package here. If the door opens before midnight, he will escape." Jake looked at the clock on his phone. 11:58 p.m. 2 minutes left. The mansion suddenly shook violently. The red door cracked open slightly. A black hand slowly reached through. Jake's stomach dropped. The fingers were twisted unnaturally long. The creature inside began laughing. Not human laughter, something far worse. The old woman handed Jake a lighter. "When the clock strikes midnight, burn the package." Jake stared at the flames shaking in her hand. "And if I don't?" The woman looked toward the door. "Then everyone in this city dies." The creature slammed against the door again. Crack! The wood split open further. One glowing eye appeared through the opening. Jake grabbed the package with trembling hands. It felt alive now, moving, breathing. The clock turned 11:59 p.m. The whispers around the mansion became screams. The walls began bleeding black liquid. Jake's hands shook violently. "This can't be real." The creature growled. "Jake." The red door burst halfway open. The monster crawled forward slowly, dragging its broken body across the floor. Its skin was pale gray, its mouth stretched impossibly wide, and its eyes completely black. Jake dropped the package. The creature smiled. Too late. The clock hit midnight. Everything went silent. For one horrifying second, nobody moved. Then Jake lit the lighter and threw it onto the package. Blue flames exploded across the hallway. The creature screamed so loudly the windows shattered instantly. The mansion shook violently. The old woman smiled sadly. "It's over." The monster began turning into ash, but before disappearing completely, it looked directly at Jake and whispered, "I'll find you again." The flames spread across the mansion walls. Jake ran toward the exit as the entire house collapsed behind him. He jumped into his van seconds before Blackwood Manor disappeared in a massive explosion of fire. Breathing heavily, Jake stared at the burning hill through the rain. Then his phone buzzed one last time. A new delivery notification appeared. Unknown sender, unknown address, and only 3 words. "See you soon." Jake's face turned pale. The screen suddenly went black. And somewhere in the darkness, a child laughed again. The end.